Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. And I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42, and I'll start at verse 29. I'm sorry, Ecclesiasticus 43. Ecclesiasticus 43 and 29. The Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. When you glorify the Lord, all right, the Lord being the true names, because that's what this video in particular is all about, uplifting and the exaltation of the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh being the true name of who the world ignorantly calls God. All things are done in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right. And again, at the end of the day, it's all about the upliftment and exaltation of the true names. All right. The names are important, because you got a lot of people out here, and I'm talking about Jake in particular, that say they're in the truth, but they downplay the names, and when you go into, because I'm real quick, I'm going to go to this. And this is the problem, when it comes to that reputation, which I'm about to get an example of going into. Oftentimes when the scriptures talk about the name, because certain groups, they like to use this. And I was a part of one of these groups that, which, I'll say for me personally, because, the Lord, he brings us, certain of us, through different walks of life to give us that experience, certain experiences, and it furthermore betters our understanding in a way. All right, because, certain of the apostles may make certain statements, and, if you don't have a certain level of experience, you hear brothers, they use the term of being seasoned. All right. Then, a lot of things that apostles and elders and brothers be saying, it can go over your head, so, because, like I said, the Lord gave me that experience. Brothers know my testimony, being a part of one of these groups for 10 years, roughly, which is why I believe, all right, and again, you hear apostles, and it just makes sense, brothers, it just makes sense that a lot of these groups are sold out, because being a part of one of these groups, which, like I said, certain of these Israelite groups, they say that we don't know the true names, which, again, that's just, it's obvious that these groups are sold out. It's obvious, all right, because certain of these groups, they'll use this precept here in Revelation 19. Revelation 19 in verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. So, like I said, certain groups will use this to say that, see, we don't know the names. No, man, because when you go into this name here and other verses, other precepts, just simply goes into a reputation or a slakia. It goes into a title, because obviously no one has the title of Yahweh Shai. No one has his title. Just look it up real quick. and go into that word name, what it means. So yeah, a particular rank, you see, that's what I meant to say, that rank. Yeah. Yep. So just to get to the point, the Greek word is, it says anoma. I'm gonna just read this, get straight to this point. It says the name is used for everything which the name covers, everything the thought or feeling of which is aroused in the mind by mentioning, hearing, remembering the name. Example, for one's rank, authority, command. So that's the point. All right. Because again, obviously no one has Yahweh rank, you know. No one has that rank. So, you know, when certain of these groups use this precept to say we don't know the names, no, they're, you know, they're just simply not bringing it down with understanding, you know. And like I said, other scriptures, when, you know, when the scriptures refer to the name, it goes into that reputation. All right. You know, and like I was saying, that's the problem, you know. That's the problem. All right. You see, the Lord, he needs to stamp his reputation, which he's about to do. And Lord willing, we're finding his good graces. Because, again, going back to Sirach, we're exalting the names, you know. Which I'm about to read it, because we can't exalt the names enough. You know, we can't exalt the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Yahweh Shai enough, which I'm about to read back in Ecclesiasticus 43 and verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. So you see, man, you see, and like it says in Sega Edges, man, going into those that stood stiffly for the names. All right, because Lord willing, we are that number. You know, just the fact that we stood stiffly in the names, which everyone tries to downplay, right? But we stood stiffly and boldly for the names of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Well, like I said here, it said, for even yet will he far exceed. So you see, man, because there's going to come a time when the Lord, hey, part of the Lord's judgment, believe it or not, part of the Lord's establishing of his reputation, he's going to use some of his men, you know, because hey, when it comes down to it, hey, when, you know, when things really get bad out here, all right, Jacob's trouble is in full blown effect. All right, what do you think brothers are going to do? Brothers are going to call on the names, and they're going to be delivered without a shadow of a doubt. You know, and this is something that I've said in the past. You know, because I'm gonna go to this real quick in 2 Corinthians, which is why brothers are so fervent. Brothers are hot when it comes to the names. All right, because the names that you use is going to come with a certain vibration. It's going to come with the energy. And that's why, like I said, brothers are so hot and fervent for the names, for pushing the names. Because that's important, you know. That's extremely important. And quite frankly, it's going to come down to the names that you use. I believe, you know, I'm just speaking as a man. I believe it's going to come down to the names that you call on when it's all said and done. Because a lot of these Israelite groups, they know the names, you know. They know the names. But it's not important. It's not that serious. Because if it was, they would take Jesus the Christ out there, you know, vocabulary. And, you know, it's to the point where even using those names, it's like nails on a chalkboard for a lot of us. But for edification's sake, you know, it's brought out, you know. Um, so like I said, a lot of these guys that are playing around, especially when it comes to the names, you know, again, I'm talking about Jake in the truth, because the Lord knows who's sincere, He knows who's not. You see, these people, these Jakes walking around talking about Jesus, Most High, Christ, blessed, and all this nonsense, but they know the names. You best believe, right, when the time comes, because they're calling on Jesus now, right? You know, they use Christ now, but you best believe when the Lord really turns the heat up out here, you know, they're going to be trying to call on the names, and they're going to get rejected, all right, because they've been playing games. And that, like I said, that's the problem. You know, the Lord hasn't established His reputation yet, you know, which the men of the Lord, it's like I'm kind of all over the place. I'm going to go to this real quick in Daniel. Daniel, because this is who we are, and this is who, you know, who we are representing. All right, we're heralds for the King, because He's coming. All right, He's coming. Daniel chapter 3, outside of verse 3. Daniel 3 and 3. Then the princes, the governors, matter of fact, verse 2. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces, to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the princes, the governors, and captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers and the princes, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Verse 4 is the point. Then an herald cried out. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages. So that's the point. All right. Before the king comes, you know, hey, the herald is sent out. Like it says in Isaiah 58, cry aloud, spare not. We're heralds, you know, we're ushering in where we are, the prophets are introducing the world to the true one and only power. And again, Yahweh, which all things are done in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. That's why we say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. You know, we are those heralds. All right. Introducing the world to the true one and only Most High power. Not Most High Christ, no, the one true and only Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai, man? All right, we are those heralds. You know, ushering in the King is coming. You know, crying aloud. All right, going back to 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shai, all right, because you know Yahweh Shai just means He delivers or He saves. You know, the Savior. You know, it says, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So you see, this is what we got to be aware of. All right. You know, people coming in another name, which, like I said, the names are important because it's going to come with a whole vibration, another spirit, another doctrine, a whole gospel, man. It's going to, you know, so that's why the names are important. All right. Because with the names and whoever you represent is going to come with you're going to come in that vibration, that energy, that spirit is going to come with a doctrine. And you know, this is why this world, they're all under this Jesus juice. You know, they're all under this Jesus juice for the most part. You know, and this is why, quite frankly, this world, you know, everyone's in this dumbed down, docile, sweet old, loving, nah, man. You see, that's why we come with a whole different energy, a different vibration, and that's why, you know, hey, we through the spirit, we just stand out the way that we do. We talk down, look down upon the most. We're the most, despised Israelite group. It don't even make sense. There's plenty of scriptures going into how, hey, we're, because Yahushua wasn't of this world, so we're not of this world, And I always say, if everyone loves you, you're doing something wrong, And obviously Yahushua, he was hated by most, loved by very few, So we, of course, this is what to expect. This is what we ought to expect. Don't expect to be received by the masses. I'm gonna say that again, just in case I said that right. All right. If everyone loves you, you're doing something wrong. You ain't doing it right. You see? But nevertheless, we can care less. All right. So I read Sirach. Matter of fact, since I was there, I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 17:10. Because this is what's going to come down to at the end of the day, all right? The names, It can be a matter of life and death, all right? And depending on who you call on, that might be that determining factor if you get saved or not. I believe that's going to happen, Especially with a lot of these Israelite groups, man, A lot of these Israelites, man, Jake's in Israel, playing around with the names, all right? When above all, the names are important, man. Above all, the names are important. And Lord willing, we're that number. We're going to continue to push boldly for the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Because that's what it's all about. This is his program. This is his movie. This is his will. It's all about him. All right? It's all about him. If anyone has bragging rights, it's Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right? If anyone can boast, right, it's Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right? Ecclesiasticus 17:10, and the elect shall praise his holy name. There it is. Because that's what it's all about. The elect are going to stand stiffly, boldly for the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, because that's what it's all about, man. All right? That's what it's all about. And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is about to show his reputation. He's about to show out. He's about to stamp his reputation, man. He's about to make it known, You see, because, hey, we speak, proclaim, profess the names of Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai. But listen, when the Lord really establishes his name, his reputation, those names are gonna ring different in the very near future. Those names are gonna ring. It's gonna ring real different, because these people, they're not afraid. They don't fear, But that's all right. Psalm chapter 20. Psalm 20 and verse 7. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of our Lord, our power. All right. We will remember the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, our power, our strength. All right. Our buckler, our shield, our rock, our foundation. Hey, the king, man. The king. While everyone else is playing games, and no, man, we're gonna, Lord willing, continue to stand firm, boldly in Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Because when it comes down to it, and people are dying horrible deaths left and right, and people are freaking out because this is, we're entering into times where we're about to see shit that we've never seen before. All right. We're about to see things that we've never seen in this lifetime and all of our lifetimes combined, But, hey, it's not going to be a surprise to us for the most part because, hey, we know that, hey, the Lord, he said he's going to do this, He said he's going to do this. And I like to use the example because who's going to stop him, Who's going to stop him? I always use the example of Michael Jordan, Someone like a Michael Jordan or a Larry Bird. They're going to tell you what you're going to do. All right. And it's a matter of stopping it. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to take 3 dribbles to the left shoulder. All right. And pull up for a jump shot. Stop me. And hey, quite frankly, the Lord, he said he's going to do what he's going to do before he does it. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing that anyone can do about it, because he's the Most High. He's the King, the terrible power. He's terrible. You see, and hey, in that day, like I said, when people are dying horrible deaths left and right, babies getting deleted, all type of stuff, people are gonna be freaking, people are gonna be bugging out. But hey, to the hopefully elect, man, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, it's the Lord. He said he was gonna do the shit, man. He said he was gonna do the shit. But these people, they gotta find out. They gotta find out. And like I said, man, those names, they don't ring. They don't ring a bell now, but they will. All right, those names are gonna ring different when it's all said and done, and the Lord establishes his reputation. When he stamps his reputation, all right, it's going to be rooted in the earth. The Lord wanted us edifying. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully led.